Hey everybody, my name is Bobby Borg, and this is Business Basics for Musicians, and we are literally hanging out on Hollywood Boulevard in Los Angeles, California. Hollywood Boulevard is just right over there, so you can hear sirens and everything. This is live here. I'm hanging out with, you can smell it from here too, exactly. Hanging out with independent artists. Say hello.
I'm Lisa Chacho.
Today what we're going to do in one of many segments, I think this is pretty much the fifth segment, is we're talking about business basics for musicians, pretty much, talking about some of the things that I cover in this book, a brand new book that actually came out on Hal Leonard Books. And we're talking, actually, I probably want to look into what's called the future, because there's, a lot of changes in the music industry, and a lot of people are concerned with, where is the music industry going? I mean, the truth is no one really knows, and who the heck am I to guess? But I mean, essentially, there's definitely some things out there that we know for sure are going to happen. And for one, likely there's going to be some new format, right, in which music is presented. I mean, since I've grown, been growing up and on the face of this earth, I have seen essentially what? 8-track. You remember 8-track? I've seen cassette, I've seen CD, I've seen vinyl, I've seen, digital download now, MP3, we have streaming. So what makes us think that, something else is going to happen?
Like transmit it to your brain.
Nuclear or something.
Cool.
Obviously music and trends are going to change. But one thing I think that's going to remain current is that people like to get together, and they like to be, in experience, the live performance. And, especially these days, there's a lot of, festivals, and probably there'll be more. And I don't think that's ever going to go away. So developing a live show and being really, really great on stage is going to be very, very important to everybody's career. Also, of course, once people are at a show, they like to take something home. Besides something, it's merchandise, right?
Yeah.
A souvenir, right?
Yeah.
So merchandise is going to be very, very important. Developing a cool brand, that you can put on a shirt or hats is going to be very, very important to your career. I don't think those two things are definitely going to change. We were talking about copyrights in the segment before this, and one thing is for sure, with technology as it changes, also what needs to change are the laws to kind of keep pace with the technology changes. So there's most likely, going to be a big overhaul in the Copyright Act. Certainly there's been amendments, but there's surely going to be a rewriting of the Copyright Act, to kind of keep pace with some of these technologies. So, in the book, I outline a number of different things. The cool thing is I literally interviewed people from all different walks of the music industry, and they offer their, opinions about where they think the music industry is going. Just out of curiosity, as an independent artist, where do you think that the music industry is going, or what are maybe some of your concerns or fears? I mean,
well, it kind of seems like nobody wants to pay for music anymore. And everybody's always talking about the record labels are going under. So what's going to come and replace the record labels? What's next?
Right. I mean, I know it's pretty interesting, because I mean, people used to, when a record came out, people used to go to, the store and line up and purchase the record. I mean, those obviously days have changed quite a lot. But, moving forward, I think that the artists are going to have to get more creative in terms of, the different revenues that they generate. And there's so many ways that you can make money from one song. I mean, let's think about some of those different ways. I mean, so, you compose a song, right? And you have the song. The song could be released as a single, right? If you take lyrics off of that song, now perhaps it could be licensed in a movie or television as an instrumental, let's just say, for example, right? If you sing that song maybe in a different language, it could be sort of the translation version, right? Cool. If you play it acoustically, now it could be the unplugged version. If you play it live, now it could be the live version. If you take lyrics off of the t-shirt and off the song rather, and put it on a t-shirt, now it can become a merch item.
Cool.
Right? When you record the actual song, right? If you have people filming, Now it could be like maybe an extra DVD kind of, collection item or whatever. It could be footage that you use on your YouTube channel, the making of, your record or something of that nature, if you take, the strings and the picks that you use to record your album, and I take the drumsticks, and the drum skin and things like that. Now we could create, maybe some sort of cool collector's items like, this is the drum head that Bobby used on this song and the drumstick that Bobby used on the song, and, frame that, and now that becomes maybe a collector's item. Or, you make bracelets, with the guitar strings. That you used, and and then of course these days, artists are doing things like, before the show, come hang out with me, and and you'll charge you $500 to do a selfie or something. People are getting creative, to try to stimulate new income streams. So, definitely that's the way you should be looking at it. How to maximize the material that you create, how to maximize your songs, and try to think about all the different ways that you can make money. So. Cool.
Sounds mostly just like being extra creative.
Yeah, and and listen. Here's the bottom line, you guys. On a closing note, look. Music is not going anywhere. There's always going to be music, and we'll always figure things out. We dance to music, we laugh to music, we graduate to music, we, get married to music, we get divorced to music, There's always going to be music, and there's always going to be a way to monetize that music. You just have to be creative, you have to be positive. The music industry is always going to move forward. Move forward with it. Don't get trapped in the past figuring out like why, just so. In any case, these segments have been awesome. You're awesome. Thank you for chilling and hanging out with me and allowing me to mispronounce your name and not smacking me.
I won't forget it.
And I definitely ask you guys to go back and check out some of these other segments that we've done. Again, kind of outlining business basics for musicians, a new book that I wrote that's published by Highlander Books. And by the way, this is the other companion piece, Music Marketing for the DIY Musician. You should also check it out as well. So thank you very much.
My pleasure.
And anything that you got coming on? You playing any shows? You're going to be playing around Los Angeles. You got records coming out.
You could find me all around LA, primarily in Hollywood, and check out my Facebook page or my website. It's Lisa Chacho and Lisa Chacho Vibes.
Okay, excellent. And I'm Bobby Borg, and you guys know where to get me. www.bobbyborg.com. So thank you very much, and see you later.